All right. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm back. All right. So we'll do the Wild Collective. Okay, like whatever comes out, and I will also be pulling extra cards. At the end of the reading, so you can ask like if it's like a yes or no question, or it could also be related to a timing. So let's say, for example, like will I be getting and you love this year or something like that. Okay, but the cards will only be answering you like either yes or no, unlikely, maybe, next year, next week, soon, or that's gonna be for at the end of the reading, right? It's like an extra. All right, so let's take a look. What is the advisory for this week? And then I'll be doing I think there are only like 6 signs left for the annual. I'm so sorry if it's like really late. I used to do them like really advanced, but timings have changed. All right. Mhm. All right. Some of you might be waiting for a visa. Could be waiting for some legal situation, contract. There's something to do with traveling. Mhm. Some of you really wants to be with your kids, with your family. Okay, let's say for example that you're in a different place right now, and there is something that probably some documentations that you're still waiting to be done or waiting to be approved. And I don't really feel like it's gonna get through. First of, you need to do this on your own. You are overpaying an agency or a person or I don't know, whatever it is. It's like a medium, and they're overcharging you, and there's nothing that's been happening. So I feel like it's time for you to make a move, and it's time for you to make a choice that probably, you know, that person or entity um that you are trusting is not really effective, or they're just like gouging you for money. All right. So it's time for you to move out of it. Okay. It's time for you to maybe, I mean, you know what? I don't really feel like you have to move to a different agency. Like if you really want to make it effective, because there are some people that feels like, oh, I don't have time, like I'm working and I'm so busy, I'm always in the route, blah 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 blah, and then for you your thing is, I just want to pay an agency so that it can, that those people can just do whatever it is that they're doing. But the problem here is this needs actually your attention. And if you will be like doing this on your own or doing this by yourself, it will be resolved, or it will be so much better. All right. Some of you really wants to be with your kids. Some of you really wants to be with your loved ones. Probably that you're in a different country right now. Probably that there is somebody in a different country and they've been having some issues with their, I don't know, maybe their visa residency or something like that. Okay. Yeah, I told you. Someone is lying to you. Someone is lying. Someone is probably a fake. Okay, I'm so sorry to say this. All right. Now, to some of you, all right, you are, if you're with a water sign, especially Cancer, okay, or could be you're a Cancer, you're going to find out that somebody's been lying, or somebody's been very defensive out of nowhere. All right. I feel like you're definitely dealing with a Cancer. And you've been drinking, drinking, drinking. All right. It probably that this person that you're with keeps on drinking, and they've never been this, much of a big drinker in the past. But it seems like you can see that there is something that they are carrying, or that there is something that they are hiding from you. You try to ask, you try talking to them, but the problem here is they're like very secretive, very evasive. And I feel like, like they keep on dismissing you and say, leave me alone. I'm good. I'm great. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But for you, it's like, okay. And you've already had an inclination. All right. But you don't want to entertain, that feeling. Because if you're like, no, 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 no. We've gone through a lot of things in the past. We've gone through a lot of strife and passed the test and whatsoever. No, not my partner. Okay. But I mean, the two of you are really meant to be together, King and Queen of Cups. Okay. However, got the Three of Swords. Listen to your intuition. Definitely that there is something in between. Yep, listen to your intuition. I'm so sorry if you can see my spots because I still have allergies. All right. I'm very sensitive. So just one little change to anything and whatever I use and to the weather, I get some skin reactions. All right. So if your person is a baby mama, okay, it seems like somebody wants to get more money from them. And it seems like they're really, this person's trying to get some more money, get some more, I don't know, like they're probably like, I'm also seeing a blackmail here that's being done. And, you're going to find out something. You're going to find out something that will make you leave and walk away from the situation. You are going to be balancing things out. You're going to do your best, all right, to create something more of a solution, but later on down the line you're going to start feeling like this isn't right. This isn't right. Even though that's really hard for you to even though that this is something that's really hard for you to, you know, um take, I feel like you have no choice but to do it. You're going to try to understand the situation, all right? So this is like a collective for couples. And let's see. Mm, you're going to try to have your own brand new beginning, but then you really have a lot of love for your person. I feel like despite in spite of you, like whatever the odds will be, um, I feel like you will choose to forgive. And for you, it's like, some of you, you've been together for like 9 years, 19, 29, probably 9 months. Okay. Some of you. And you're going to try to make some changes, probably talk to your person. Yeah. You're going to stay. So you're going to try to walk away. At first, wow, I feel like, like the two of you are like a lot of couples are coming in here. Okay. King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups. The King and Queen of Wands hasn't really come out yet. So, yeah. And for you, it's like we've been together for so long. We've gone through a lot. Probably that you do have kids. And I know I've heard, I've heard of this like really a lot, that most of the people they're gonna say like, oh, the reason why I'm staying is actually because of the kids. Um, I don't know. Like maybe it's true, but still, I don't see much fighting. That's a good thing that I'm seeing here. I don't feel like you're fighting, that is actually a bad thing. Um, it'd be toxic if the two of you keeps on bickering back and forth, but when the silence definitely sets in, then definitely it means the end. All right. Now you're gonna stay. You're gonna talk to your person, and you feel like, okay, let's work it out. We've been together for this and that, and we've gone through this, we've gone through that, just for the sake of the kids. And then the problem that I'm seeing here is that your person will be resisting the offer. So obviously, you're gonna ask why. Your person feels like they're being unfair to you. They want to try it on their own for now. They want to work on themselves. I don't really, I mean, okay, I don't really feel like they're going to be choosing the other person instead of you, but I feel like they want to arrange or fix themselves. Hopefully, it's if it's for real before they could, be together. I mean, be reunited with you again. They want to be happy. They want to be complete. Probably that this is also not really known to you, but they've been really unhappy. All right. They've been really unhappy in the past. They feel like it's so hard to talk to you. There has been a lot of gaps, stress. Your person loves you, but in a relationship, especially when you're in a long term, there comes a time where when the burdens and responsibilities, especially when you have kids, it becomes even more of a, like the things get too taxing. And the tendency is for both of you to really pull away because you feel like, oh my God, like I'm already thinking about a lot of things. I already have a lot on my plate right now. I'm overwhelmed with my work. I have a problem with my boss and like this and like that, blah, 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 blah. And so the other person, your partner feels like, okay, instead of them talking to you, they ended up listening to you instead and feels like, okay, like I can't really run to you. I can't really talk to you. And they're already going through a lot of things. So that actually pushes them to be, well, not really to be, but to vent out to other people. And obviously, you know how it is when you vent out to other people, you have the tendency to get close to that person because you're able to express who you truly are. But sometimes, those habitual or serial cheaters, this is their way of cheating, or this is their way of, you know, um, getting away with whatever it is that they do. But this, your partner, I don't really feel like they're a serial cheater. But I feel like that there are times that they really feel so vulnerable and they feel like you were never there for them. So my heart is breaking. I know, collective, that you still wanted to do this. I still wanted to pick up where you've left off. And there's a part of you that feels so guilty and say to yourself, like, I should have just like handled this the other way. Or I should have just handled this diplomatically. This is to some of you, all right? If your partner has a baby mama, something happened to them, but just once in the past. And then that's it. Now, the other person, okay, took that as an advantage or took that as a leverage against your person to get more money. So, um, yeah. So I feel like that's the reason why they've been drinking, 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 and of course that they feel so They feel so guilty, overburdened, okay, of the situation. But the two of you are still going to be getting back together. You have to understand your person right now, that they needed some time to process whatever it is that they have done. Okay. I really feel like they are choosing the other person instead of you. But I feel like they want to arrange and fix themselves because they feel like they've already lost who they truly are in this relationship, because they've been overly giving, their priorities have changed. Like they always put you before them. Their work is so muggled right now, and they kind of like just wanted to focus. So it's painful. And at the same time, it came out more of a blessing in disguise because they feel like I really needed this. Not because that I want to be with another person, not because that I want to end up with another person or another relationship, no. But I want to choose myself for now. And of course, when you walked away from them, you're like full of pride, and you're like very decided, like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, how dare you after all of this, and blah, 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 blah. And here you are going to be womanizing and like shoving it off my face and like this and like that. Okay. Which is, it's a normal human reaction. It's human nature. But when you finally realized, okay, probably that it probably took you some time, it could be a few months, a few weeks, to realize, like, okay, I can't really let this go. And then your person, while you're trying to ruminate and while you're trying to, process everything, your person is also processing something like, huh, maybe I really needed this. Maybe I really need to like get back on track, and like for me to start pulling up myself and rise up again, prove something that I can be that person still. I can't bring back, you cannot bring back who you used to be before, but you can be a better version of yourself. You see, sometimes hurt happens to us. There are some painful situation and whatsoever for us to grow, learn from it, and to outgrow our old ways. Not because that life cursed you, or not because that life is not so good to you. No, there is always a purpose to everything. And I always believe that. Okay. You are still going to be getting back together with your person. So don't worry. All right. So just give them some time. Just give them some time. Okay. Obviously, your question is when? 8 days, 8 weeks, August, time of Aquarius. Probably if you've been, we are already at the time of Aquarius. Probably it might take a year. They'll be around Saturday. When will you hear from them next? If you're not really in communication. All right, times of life. Around Wednesday, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, February, 10 days, 10 weeks, October, oh, 12 days, 12 weeks, December, time of Sagittarius, Thursday. And if you're in communication, when will you sit down and have that much needed talk? Around the time of Gemini or time of Libra, both Aries seasons, or time of Virgo, it will be around the third week. All right. And I'm also waiting for my new cards to arrive. All right. So it's time for your burning question. If you have a question, yes or no, and if you have a question like probably has something to do with timing. So let's see. I'll be pulling 3 cards You can pause this if you want. If you're still thinking like you don't know what to ask for now, you can pause this and then play it when you already asked the question. No cheating. Okay. All right. Mhm. Okay. Meditation brings answers. No. Helpful people. I'm going to pull another card. Okay. Within the next few months. All right. So I'll see you again on the next forecast. I will be working on the Pisces and Gemini annual forecast. All right, and blessings to you. So if you want to talk to me live on the phone, live on the call, just go visit me at my website, sfaclairvoyant.com. I'm not going to be doing any extended for this, but I will be doing new forecasts in my Patreon. All right, and if you want to join, the links down there below. Blessings to you.